After transforming my own body and coaching 20,000 plus women through menopause, I've learned one brutal truth. Everything you've been told about belly fat is a lie. If I were in menopause and wanted to lose belly fat, this is the exact playbook on what I do, how I do it, and just as importantly, the outdated stuff I would not do. This isn't the same old BS advice that you've seen before. Stick around, because if you don't, you risk staying trapped in the same loop of yo-yo diets, endless cardio, crazy diets, and seeing no results. Let's dive in. Why belly fat becomes harder to lose in menopause. First things first, if your usual health or weight loss tricks stopped working after entering menopause, it's not your fault. All your biology did was change. Studies have shown that a significant number of women experience weight gain, with 20% gaining 10 pounds or more and 60% exceeding their ideal BMI during the transition. And the information I'm about to share in this video will feel different than anything that you've been told in the past. But before I get into exposing the outdated stuff that doesn't work, then at the end revealing what does work, I know you're probably asking, why does belly fat become harder to lose in menopause? Well, here's why. Let's break this down in a way that actually makes sense, because once you understand why your body is doing this, you can stop beating yourself up and start working with it. When estrogen drops during menopause, your body loses one of its key regulators for fat distribution. That means fat starts storing in new places, especially around your belly, even if nothing else in your routine has changed. Now, here's where the spiral starts. Most women panic. They think, I must be eating too much, or I just need to move more. So they slash their calories and pile on the cardio. But when you do that in a body that's already under hormonal stress, you spike cortisol, your stress hormone, and that sends your body into full-on survival mode. Cortisol is like the ultimate fat storage switch. When it's elevated constantly, your metabolism slows, your body holds on to fat, especially around the belly. And even if you're barely eating, you don't see the scale move. So the more you try to fix it with old school tactics, the more stuck you feel. So if you feel like your body is fighting you, it probably is, because the strategies that worked at 30 don't work at 40 plus. Understanding this biological shift is step one to changing your approach. I had a client named Kathy, 54, and one of the most disciplined women that I've ever met. But after menopause hit, she was gaining weight even though she was eating less and training more. She was exhausted, frustrated, and ready to throw in the towel. I told her to stop starving herself, to cut back on the cardio, and to start fueling her body like it deserved. We gave her more protein, a structured full body strength training plan, daily walks, and proper recovery. In less than 8 weeks, her midsection started leaning out, her energy came back, and she messaged me saying, for the first time in years, I actually feel strong and feminine again. That's what happens when you stop doing what used to work and start doing what your body needs now. What I wouldn't do that most women still try. I've discovered a mistake I see 90% of women making, and it's keeping them stuck. Because all 20,000 of our clients I coach are able to eat more but lose weight, while others, like you watching this video right now, fail to understand how to do it the right way. Menopause is like a second puberty for women, but this time you're the author. Your body is changing, but instead of feeling like it's falling apart, this can be the moment it comes together. Here's the biggest mind blow for most women I coach. You need to eat more to lose fat. I know this sounds backward, but if you've been under eating for years, your metabolism has slowed to a crawl. Your body is in defense mode. It's holding onto fat because it doesn't feel safe. When you reverse that by increasing calories, especially from protein, and give your body the strength training it craves, the fat finally starts to fall off. Now, let's talk about cutting calories. When you keep slashing your intake, your body adapts, but not in a good way. Your metabolism slows down to match your new lower intake. You start losing muscle, your energy tanks, your stress hormones rise. That's when sleep gets worse, cravings get worse, and ironically, your belly fat becomes harder to lose. It's not because you're lazy, it's because your body is trying to survive. And cardio, too much of it just makes it worse. It might feel productive in the moment. You're sweating, you're burning calories, calories, but over time, it wears you down. It spikes cortisol even more, it burns through muscle, and it tanks your recovery. And when recovery goes down, your results follow. So while movement is great, I'm all in for daily walking. Relying on cardio to burn fat in menopause is a trap. The old model of eat less, move more is dead. What works now is eat right, train smart, recover well. And I'm not exactly giving you the entire playbook of what we do till part 3 of this video, but I will say you're not lazy and you're not broken. You've just been following outdated advice. And I get it. I used to believe all that outdated advice too. I remember back when I was in nursing school doing 12-hour shifts and thinking that if I just ate cleaner and trained harder, my body would finally show it. I was sleeping 4 hours a night, living on protein bars and stress, and still hitting the gym. I ended up flatlining, physically, mentally, and emotionally. I landed in the hospital from adrenal fatigue and burnout. That was my wake-up call. I realized it wasn't a me problem, it was a plan that I was following. And I don't want any woman watching this to have to hit rock bottom just to find out that there's a better way. This is exactly why we created WarriorBabe, to help women like Lynn, who only dropped 1 pound on the scale, but completely transformed her body at 51 after every diet failed her. Or Melissa, a busy mom who kissed her love handles goodbye while managing a household without extreme diets or living in the gym. And you could be the next. Click the first link below if you want to apply to become the next WarriorBabe. What I'd actually do to lose belly fat in menopause in 2025. Now it's time for what you actually clicked on this video for. If I had to start menopause tomorrow, this would be my battle-tested formula. This is exactly what we're using on our 20,000 clients who are seeing killer results despite age. I don't want to waste any more of your time, so let's get into it. Now, even though I'm not in menopause yet, everything I do is built to support a strong metabolism, hormone balance, and longevity because I'm playing the long game. Here's what my routine looks like and what I have every one of my clients do. I start with macros, high protein, smart carbs, and healthy fats. I don't restrict food, I fuel intentionally. I know my numbers and I hit them consistently because muscle doesn't grow on low calories and stress. It grows on fuel and proper training. I lift 4 times per week. Each session is a full body split with a focus on compound lifts, squats, deadlifts, hip thrusts, and presses. I train with intention and progressive overload. That means each week, I'm either lifting heavier or pushing better form. I also walk every day, 8 to 10K steps minimum, and I take my recovery very seriously. 7 to 8 hours of sleep, deep breathing or meditation when needed, and actual rest days. Now, there's no one perfect workout for everyone. Your body, your pace. But here's a simple framework to start with. Full body workouts a few times per week, efficient, recovery friendly, lift heavy with good form, focus on movements like squat, deadlifts, and presses, add 1 leg movement per session that avoids soreness that wrecks your entire week, include accessory movements, especially with your shoulders, your back, and your arms, and most important, stay consistent. Even 2 to 3 solid sessions a week beats 7 random ones. Now you know exactly how to lose belly fat in menopause. But what if I told you this is only one part of the process? If you want to lose 20 pounds and get lean, watch this video next.